We're live from the control room with Matthew 6. Oh, wait, can you hear me? Oh, man, I always forget this. What am I doing? What was there to talk about? There, that's good enough. Okay, Matthew 6. Beware of practicing your righteousness before men. That's not to say let your deeds shine before all men and let people see Christ in you, but beware of practicing your righteousness before men. Like, I guess you'd be like, look, everybody, I got putting money in the thing. Or I'm fasting. Or, silly stuff. But it's serious because beware to be noticed by them. Otherwise, you have no reward with your Father who is in heaven. That doesn't get any more serious. So when you give to the poor, do not sound a trumpet before you as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets, so that they may be honored by men. Truly, I say to you, they have their reward in full. But when you give to the poor, do not let your left hand know what the right hand is doing, so that your giving will be in secret, and your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. When you pray, you are not to be like the hypocrites, for they love to stand and pray in the synagogues and the street corners, so that they may be seen by men. And truly I say to you, they have their reward in full. But you, when you pray, go into the inner room, close your door, and pray to your Father who is in secret. And your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. And when you are praying, do not use meaningless repetition as the Gentiles do, for they suppose that they will be heard for their many words. So do not be like them, for your Father knows what you need before you ask him. Pray then in this wise: Our Father who is in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Or in the NASB, forgive us our debts as we also have forgiven our debtors. But you can think of it, forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. It relates to the judgment that you mete out. It will be met against you. You'll be judged by your own standards. So have mercy and forgiveness. Like with Jussie Smollett. Everybody's like, gotcha. It's like, he's an actor, and not that just he's an actor. Everyone needs mercy and forgiveness, and it was silly, but he's in trouble with, the courts and all that. And I forget it. I don't want him to be fired. I don't want anything bad to happen to him. And so don't be so quick to judgment. I mean, yeah, you can see it's okay, made it up, and forgive him of a little grace. Now, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For yours is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. For if you forgive others for their transgressions, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. But if you do not forgive others, then your Father will not forgive your transgressions. Whenever you fast, do not put on a gloomy face as the hypocrites do, for they neglect their appearance, so that they will be noticed by men when they are fasting. Truly, I say to you, they have their reward in full. But you, when you fast, not if, when, when you fast, Anoint your head and wash your face so that your fasting will not be noticed by men, but by your Father who is in secret. And your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and rust destroy, and where thieves break in and steal. But store up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust destroys, and where thieves do not break in and steal. Do not break in or steal, for where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. The eye is the lamp of the body. So then, if your eye is clear, your whole body will be full of light. But if your eye is bad, your whole body will be full of darkness. If then the light that is in you is darkness, how great is the darkness? So I have a MacArthur Study Bible here today. I read all the different Bibles, mixing it all up. This is an argument from the lesser to the greater. The analogy is simple. If your eye is bad, no light can come in, and you are left with darkness because of that malady. How much worse when the problem is not merely related to external perception, but an internal corruption of one's whole nature, so that the darkness actually emanates from within and affects one's whole being. Jesus was indicting them for their superficial earthly religion that left their hearts remaining in darkness, basically, left their hearts dark. And interesting. The eye is the lamp of the body, so that if your eye is clear, your whole body will be full of light. But if your eye is bad, your whole body will be full of darkness. If then the light that is in you is darkness, how great is that darkness? No one can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or either he will hate the one and love the other, or he will be devoted to one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon. You cannot serve God and wealth. For this reason, I say to you, do not be worried about your life, as to what you will eat or what you will drink, nor for your body as to what you will put on. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothing? Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow, nor reap, nor gather into barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not worth much more than they? And who of you, by being worried, can add a single hour to his life? And why are you worried about clothing? Observe how the lilies of the field grow. They do not toil, nor do they spin, yet I say to you that not even Solomon in all his glory clothed himself like one of these. But if God so clothes the grass of the field, which is alive today and tomorrow is thrown into the furnace, will he not much more clothe you, you of little faith? Do not worry then, saying, what will we eat, or what will we drink, or what will we wear for clothing? For the Gentiles eagerly seek all these things, and your heavenly Father knows that you need all these things. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. So do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will care for itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. The evil of the day is sufficient thereof. That was Matthew 6, and I got to skedaddle to work. Well, this was fun. Nobody's here. Oh, yeah. Guard Study Bible. NASB. It's a nice one. And the King James Version. And boy, I even have a Good News Bible. Some people would say that's not good news. No, but it was funny. Dr. White even was saying the other day, people have even been saved by the Good News Bible. On his last live stream. Anyway, may God be with you, and may we all seek his kingdom and his righteousness first, and walk with him, not just pander. So long. Have a good one.